Live from a place where smart parts exist. It's Friday night with the A-Team with your host, Darryl the Cigar Vlogger Moore, Roxanne, Let Me See Your Transcript, and Mad Church Disease. If your YouTube channel is the entertainment leg of your church, the Alphabet Boys are looking for you in Nutville. It's a night of fun and laughs and trending topics. So sit back and listen and enjoy the show.
Kim, I'ma get them niggas. Kim, I'ma get them niggas. Kim, I'ma get them niggas. Hey y'all, I'ma get them niggas. And I'm coming.
Hello. Welcome to Friday Night Live.
Get him, Darryl.
Welcome to Friday Night Live. Oh my God. How y'all doing? Yeah, Marcellus will be joining us in a moment. Oh my God. I just like to have a good time. It's just good to laugh and enjoy yourself. That's what
Is
life
Roxanne
is all
joining us too?
about. Roxanne is right here with us. Thank you.
Oh, hey, Roxanne. Hey, sis. I see you. You hear me?
We
Roxanne?
all off you. How you been though?
Roxanne?
She probably stepped away, but how you been?
Tired, but good. Just watching history live every day.
Yeah.
Trying to explain it to my students and then coming online trying to explain it to people online.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, so I guess you say the silver lining was today was got to see Ketanji Brown Jackson nominated by President Biden for the Supreme Court. So I was like, yay! He said he was gonna do it. Nominated African American woman during Black History Month.
now they gotta get her confirmed.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, that's the part.
Did you see the when he introduced her today?
I missed all of it. I saw it on my phone while I was at the dinner.
You have to really watch it because I was showing it to my students today. So because I was showing them stuff about Ukraine and about about Ketanji Brown Jackson, but I noticed something in his speech and what he pointed out about her. He definitely pointed out her qualifications and everything like that, but it was also something that it was the way he did it so that certain people could say, oh yeah, I want to vote for her. So he made sure to say that, her parents were educators, made sure to say her parents went to HBCUs. Okay. Definitely make sure that everyone knew she went to Harvard and that she clerked for Justice Breyer. But then to make note that her brother and her uncles were in law enforcement. So get all the law enforcement people, pro-police people to like, oh, okay, she's from a law enforcement background. Then made note of what else is that? Then he's like, oh, and her husband is here and her daughter is here. So I was like, why is he telling us who her husband is? Guess what? You know, some black folks gonna have some issues. Her
She
husband
married
is
to him.
white.
Yeah, that.
So I was like, okay, so let's get the white people on board, or what was that about? But then her daughter was there, um, and I was like, okay, that was to show she's pro family. Oh, she's a mother, you know, husband
Mhm.
and a mother. And then when she did her speech, she made sure to say that, you know, definitely her qualifications, thank the president. And again, you know, like, oh, my dad, because her dad actually went to her mom eventually became a principal. Then her dad actually was a teacher and then went back to law school. So she used to be like coloring, she said, when her dad was studying law. So, you know, she had to push that. She talked about her uncles being in the military, you know, pro military people. Then she mentioned about her brother being a police officer and everything
Mhm.
again. But then I noticed she did mention one thing, so I guess she was trying to be upfront, because you know some people gonna do this. One of her relatives, I guess, got involved in the drug trade, or, you know, drug dealer.
Mhm.
So she said, yes, that, you know, someone in my family did do that. However, the rest of my family basically were law-abiding citizens, you know. And she thanked her husband, who she's been married 22 years. She thanked one of her daughters. One of her daughters wasn't there, and uh, and one was there with her husband. And she kept
Mhm.
mentioning, like, even though, you know, I'm a judge, you know, I'm a lawyer, I'm always gonna be your mother, you know, that type of thing. So I was like, I really liked, because he had several different candidates. She's definitely qualified. She's more qualified than that one that Trump picked last time, because
Mhm.
most Supreme Court justices go to at least 3 law schools: Stanford, Yale, and Harvard. Okay. And if you look at all the history, the one that Trump picked last time did not go to any of those schools.
Mhm.
And this one has actually been confirmed before, because she was actually a federal appellate judge, and she's actually been a public defender. So she's defended criminals. I think that was also the point they were trying to make, that she actually like practiced law and was a lawyer before she became a judge. So I think they're really trying to get those Republicans who are like pro family, pro law enforcement, and pro
Yeah.
military right now to like say, hey, she got the qualifications, y'all. Y'all can't say anything. She got, yeah, and y'all did this, y'all confirmed her before.
They
So it
gonna still
shouldn't, it's,
find a. They gonna still
they
find a reason.
still, and I think that's why she said up front, like, yeah, someone in my family did do something illegal. The rest of us, we fine. Like we passed the
Well,
test. That's
well,
a
they
family
took.
member. That ain't me. But I'm
Well,
just letting y'all
they
know
they
that I'm
let
not
Clarence
hiding
Thomas
anything.
in.
So it's not a surprise.
They didn't hold Clarence Thomas's families against him. His sister.
Yeah, but you know, this is a different time and a place, and a different president nominating him.
Mm, well, we shall see.
Yeah. So, but yeah.
I I am just sitting here now. I saw a video earlier today I shared in the group where
Hmm.
that tank drove over this innocent bystander's car over there. But the person lived inside the car, crushed the car like a soda can. But somehow they was able to get the person, people out the car. They lived,
Hmm.
ran over it, and then just backed up off it like they ain't done that, and just pulled on off.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, I was watching another YouTuber that I follow. He follows a lady from the Ukraine who's a blogger. And I showed my students today. It was 1 minute, and you can just see the stress on her face. Like she was trying not to cry, and she was
Mm-hmm.
saying like, "Yeah, I heard the sirens, I heard the bombs. I see some people walking outside. I just don't know. I mean, we're at war. I don't know what else is going to happen. I have the internet now, and I'll try to come back on. And that was 24 hours ago.
Mm.
And she's like, in her 20s. And then I saw some pictures of a couple with their like 2-year-old son leaving Kiev, which is the capital of the Ukraine. And then I saw some videos of the president. He's like, I'm not going anywhere. I'm here in Kiev. I'm not running. The other, I guess, the ministers in his cabinet, they're still there. Their military is fighting back, but he definitely wants the West, as he calls them, to the Western countries to do more, to come help him. The only thing is, his country is not part of NATO.
Yeah.
However, the NATO countries they do have their soldiers on standby. They're going to the nearest NATO countries. And they're trying to, like I said, do the sanctions or whatever. And they've actually given Ukraine, well, the United States have. We've given them $650 million. We should. I do think. Go ahead.
Two of the Klitschko brothers. One of them's the mayor of, I think, Kiev. They were both heavyweight boxing champion at one time.
Oh, really?
One of the brothers is the mayor of Kiev. And they both enlisted in the military. They say they're going to fight.
Wow.
Yeah. So.
Wow.
Roxanne, check your mic settings if you're trying to speak.
That is. Wow. I applaud them for wanting to defend their country. I totally applaud them for that, because they didn't have to, but they did. Yeah, it's just seeing people in cars fleeing the capital of the country.
Yeah, because they blew they took over the airport.
And then to hear the what's the guy name? I was watching the Russian Federation ambassador and the Ukrainian ambassador to the UN, both of them at the UN. They're like arguing back and forth, right? So the Ukrainian ambassador is like, I need the rest of y'all in this UN to say what Russia is doing is wrong and come to our aid. Then then the Russian Federation ambassador gonna say, oh, what you're saying, we're not fighting the people of Ukraine, we're fighting the leaders of Ukraine. Like, all the pictures I'm looking at, I don't see nobody trying to fight leaders of a country. Y'all are rolling up in these cities, y'all bombing regular people. And then someone later on asked the Ukrainian ambassador, like, hey, what do you think about what the Russian Federation ambassador said, that that Russia is fighting, your leaders and not the people? The Ukraine ambassador said, are you seriously asking me that damn question? He said, I'm not going to get into talk about some lunatic semantics. They've invaded us. They're at war. And the man just walked off. He was so mad. I didn't blame him. He was just so mad.
I don't blame him either.
And then guess what the Russian Federation ambassador did? They were at the meeting, and he says, oh, we're fighting. He says the Ukrainian government is led by a junta, which is basically a military who takes over a country, which you see a lot of that in Latin America, and sometimes you see it in Africa or even the Middle East. So basically, Russia is saying the government in Ukraine is not legitimate. It is basically run by like some soldiers who just came to power, not by an elected officials, and that's not correct. And then after the man said that, then he adjourned the meeting because he was actually in charge. He was the chair of whatever committee they were on. So he didn't want anyone else to disagree with him. And he just like, Russia is fighting the leaders of the Ukraine, not the people. Meeting adjourned, and then he just walked off. And I was just like, he just, and then today, oh my God. I'm sorry talking, y'all. This will be the last of it. They had the UN Security Council meeting.
Mm-hmm.
There are permanent members, and then there's like rotating members. The 5 founding members have veto power. Guess who vetoed the resolution denouncing Russian Federation for invading Ukraine? Guess who vetoed it?
What, China? Somebody from
Nope.
China?
Nope. Russia. Because Russia's a founding member. It's U.S., Great Britain, France, Russia, and China are founding members. If any one of them vetoes a resolution, says no to a resolution, it's vetoed and it stops. So it was the vote was 11 for, 1 against, and 3 abstained. And the one that abstained was the Russian Federation. And then after they did that, well, first, before they voted, the members who sponsored the resolution spoke, basically denouncing Russia. And then they voted, and then they said, okay, 1 voted no. It was a founding member, so the resolution does not pass. And then basically the chair was like, does anyone want to say anything? So all of the other people who voted for it, they all, and 1 who abstained, India abstained, they all said reason why they're not surprised Russia vetoed it. And they were like, but we all know basically they said, we know what you did here because you don't want nobody to debate you, but we know you're wrong, basically. Yeah. So that was the day. That was, yeah. Like watching history in action. It was like, I want to know what's going on, but then it's like, I want to turn the TV off, but I can't turn the TV off. So, hey, Marcellus.
What's up, everybody? What's up, everybody? Sorry to be so late. What is that noise I'm hearing? Okay, never mind. Hold on. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Yeah. So what's up, everybody? Sorry I'm late.
It's all good. I was just about to go into a funny thing to talk about. I ain't got $4 million. Bitch better have my money.
Bitch better have my money.
The tweet got taken down, but she's like, oh, I ain't got it. Oh, really? You ain't got it. Bitch better have my money.
How you don't got it, but you just went on a vacation? And you took pictures on a vacation.
Somebody paid for it.
She got vacation money. She ain't got no $3 million.
Or
$4 million.
Well, Carter B can go over there to Google, like, it's time to garnish some of this Google check money.
She gonna have to stand in line because the IRS is there too.
Tax returns.
Yes, in 3 years, right?
Yeah, liquidate your assets, sell your house, sell your cars, sell your Africa 3000 gold shoes. All that, just liquidate. Have a yard sale.
But I just find it interesting how all these people bragged about this damn attorney. This attorney. And then this attorney ain't one shite. When you hear me, ain't one shite.
Oh for what? 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh for 4, 0 for 5. Dang. That's what
you got this sweet one to help you fight against payola and the machine.
Which is just talking points. I don't know who wrote that for her.
Oh, wait. But when I saw that, I was like, oh, really? You say you ain't got it? Okay. That means what that's supposed to mean in the court of law? You ain't got it. Well, you got a house, you got some cars, You got all that.
She just bought that house too.
Yeah.
Oh.
So they'll sell it. They
Mm.
they set it right on the courthouse step in Fulton County.
But didn't
Yeah.
someone else we know had to like pay at least a surety bond, even though that they're appealing the decision? So I'm thinking, Cardi B, people can make us play something,
Oh
a
yeah.
little something.
No, but see,
Surety
she
bond
got a
too.
no, ain't no surety bond. Well, she's appealing it, but what her attorney gonna probably do, like, okay, well, since she want to appeal it and we got the judgment, we need to have her set up in a surety bond for that $4 million. So like it's normally 10%. Let's see, wait a minute, hold on, let me get my numbers right. 10%. Yeah, 10%. So she got to put $400,000 in
Mm-hmm.
an insurance bond. So she got to come up with $400,000 hard cash and go get a surety bond to set up the
Mm-hmm.
third, and they're gonna turn that over to the court. So I guess her winos gonna have to do some serious donating. If each one of her winos give her 50 cents, because she claimed 1 million subscribers. So whatever that is, if each one of them donate her $1, she'll have enough to cover her surety bond. If she got a real deal million subscribers or 800,000 subscribers. So we shall see. If each one of them 800,000 subscribers give her 50 cents, if they're really 800,000 out there, she'll have the money to cover her surety bond without having to come out of pocket.
50 cents? Did you say, or do you mean $50?
No. Let's see. If she need, oh wait a minute, did I say it's supposed to be $400,000? I take it back. Each one of them gonna have to give $2. Woman, I'm doing my math off of the. Okay, if you got $800,000 subscribers, if each one of them gives 50 cents, that'll equal 400.
Yeah.
That will equal $400,000. If each one of her 800,000 subscribers gives her 50 cents, she'll have the $400,000, which is the 10% of the $4 million that she needs for the surety bond.
Okay. Wait, she's down to 800,000? I thought it was. I know she was down 4,000 subscribers because she was at 1 million, but I didn't know it was 800,000 now.
It's been dropping. It's been dropping.
Oh.
Yeah, but if you shut the hell up, you can do that for free.
Yep. Roxanne, you might have to. Roxanne, if you're listening on your phone, log all the way off your device and reboot and come back in. You should be able to have your audio work for you. But first, hello everybody. Welcome. No. Welcome. I'm just laughing about that. I'm not rejoicing in her struggles, but she brought this on herself. But just know, y'all need to be around Wednesday by 8:00, 8:15. I got something I want to tell y'all. Wednesday at 8:15. It's gonna make you smile. I know it's gonna make me smile telling it to you. But Marcellus, I've been doing all the talking about the $20.88. Can you break it down for them real quick?
Well, sure. We just have something legally that we're trying to take care of. I'm going to limit my speech on this very carefully.
Yes, sir.
There are 2 statutes of limitations. Speaking with the lawyers, there's one for 1 year, and there's another one that we have up to 3 years in order to take care of a certain situation. I have spoken with the attorney's office. The attorney's office has assured me, just based on some of the things that I was able to convey to them, that they pretty much are sure that we do have a case moving forward. I'm going to simply tell you that I don't care if it takes me to the rest of the year, it will be done. I'm going to send a clear message to the individuals that need the message sent to them. There's certain things that I can and cannot say. The lawyer sent us a whole list of things that we can do and cannot do. So the only thing I'm going to tell you guys at this particular point is please continue to support. I will be updating you guys when I can. At this particular point, we're going to be fast approaching the halfway point of phase 1 because we have to do this in 2 phases. There has to be some things done first, and then there has to be a lawsuit that follows it. So I need to just make you guys aware of that. But the $20.88 is your way of supporting. You can do more if you can. We would most certainly appreciate it. And we will be making a special appeal probably in about another 2 weeks or so that we can up the amount that we've raised so far. And that's all I can say at this particular point in time. But we will be pursuing every avenue that we have. And that's all I'm going to say at this particular point in time.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Mhm.
So I wanted to have him talk because you're getting it from me, this secondhand information. I'm just a foot soldier, so to speak. I want you to talk to the general. Oh, Darren, you moved to the bottom. Okay.
Call 1-800-GENERAL now. Every time you say that, it just makes me think of that commercial. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Man, it's been so much going on oh my God, it's been so much going on in the world and in this country. It's just hard to keep track. Like every time you turn on TV, something new, something different going on. Excuse me. What's that? The law we just talked about offline. The no gay, don't say gay thing that did this pass.
Wait, what? What the hell?
And in Texas, down there where you are.
Oh Lord, I just
you know
can't.
the thing about that. It's going to be considered child abuse if you don't report a parent letting their child go through gender altering procedures,
Gender
and
Alzheimer's surgery.
taking hormones and all that. So
This
I
man,
think
he keeps making issues that shouldn't be issues. And it's
that's a
like, dude,
slippery
you're going
slope.
to get sued again. You're going to get sued again. He did the voter suppression stuff, voter suppression bill. He got sued. He's getting sued about that. Then he said women can't have an abortion past 6 weeks. That's up before the Supreme Court. Okay. Then he said the cities, the school districts, couldn't force mask mandates. He got sued for that. Now you telling people who allow their children
He didn't get
to have
sued.
gender.
Y'all got sued. Y'all tax dollars cover his lawsuits.
Yeah, oh Lord!
So
and it's primary election season.
Yourself.
General elections November. He got to go. I'm tired of him. Then he sent troops, National Guardsmen to the border because of safety issues. Then he wants to pay for a wall. Then got mad at the president talking about we need money for COVID-19 COVID-19 tests. And I'm thinking like, dude, you spent $350 million on a border wall. You said we need it. That's what the kits could have been bought for. Oh my goodness. But he wasn't talking all like that when Biden came down here and gave us that money for the Texas freeze last year. You ain't say shit to him. You were like, oh, hello, Mr. President. Shaking a bad head. He leave, you got all that kind of shit to say.
Yeah.
I'm tired of him. That's what I'm pushing.
Is he up for re-election?
Yes, this year. Yes, he got to go. Beto 2022.
Man, they gonna re-elect that man. They gonna re-elect him.
Yes, I know, Marcellus. I need you to pray. I just need
unless they have a massive turnout in San Antonio, Dallas, and Houston.
But that's not gonna be enough. It's these goddamn little bitty counties. That's red. They got to get out. And then he's doing the voter suppression stuff. Because basically in the last election, all those places that was blue, that's who we voted. We voted for Biden. They mad because they man lost, even though all the other places was red. And it's just like, and in some places it was very, very close. Some counties almost flipped. I think that's what they're really concerned about. I'm just. But he's not the only one up for election. We got state senators, U.S. Congressmen, and and those people in county and city. So we got to get those people reelected too, that actually are doing something for our community. But he got to go. I just trying to figure out how he can go.
Well, if you push him out there over there by Galveston on that levee.
You mean the seawall?
Mm-hmm. So I know what I'm talking about. That big concrete thing. Yep.
You're like, hey, Governor Abby, want to go to the beach today?
You want to go to Galveston? Come on, let's go. Get in the car. So you know exactly. I know I'm talking about that big seawall out there where people used to race their motorcycles on it. So I know what I'm talking about. I've been there.
Lord.
Yeah. So he's got that going. Then Florida's governor passing this "Don't Say Gay" thing today.
I think them two are in a group chat somewhere, because I swear every week one of them does something. They're like they're trying to top each other. I'm like, what is the problem?
Who can say and do the stupidest stuff? It's every week. One do something stupid. If one of them do something stupid on Monday, by Wednesday the other one gonna do something.
Exactly.
And on Friday today, both of them did something stupid.
Oh my goodness! Like, and they also both signed stuff about the CRT, critical race theory. I'm just like, y'all making issues that shouldn't be issues.
You talking about history?
Yes.
No, I don't even know why they call it critical race theory. It's just called history.
No, but the thing is, it's actually a theory. I was talking to a lady. She actually studied it in sociology, and she was like, yeah, critical race theory makes sense. And I said, yeah, it makes sense. But people who really don't know anything about it is telling everybody else that it's bad and convincing them to vote against it and tell us we can't teach it. And I'm just like, how else am I supposed to teach history? So I said, okay, you want me to tell you both sides?
Like
I can tell you both sides.
History. Like I said, it's called history.
Exactly.
That's all. You can't just go around erasing history because you don't like the stuff that your folks did and the stuff that you are doing.
And this is the thing. The kids, the students I have, this Gen Z, they're a lot more aware and they got really great questions. They don't have a problem. They know what's wrong, what's right. It's the parents and the grandparents. They're the ones with the hang-ups. Mm-hmm. They're the ones with the problem.
Why do you think that is? Why do you think that is?
Because they don't want their kids coming in the school say, Mom, Dad, was y'all really doing that to Black folks back in the day? Were y'all really doing that to Hispanic folks back in the day? Is that grandma in the textbook? That's what they don't want.
That's what I was.
That's what they don't want.
They don't want to see their grandparents. The grandparents don't want to see their grandkids looking at pictures and be like, "Oh, that's you." That was at this race rally throwing rocks at Black people and busting windows and chasing Black people down the street. That was you. Yeah, because you think about it. Everybody that was a young person during the civil rights era are now grandparents, are now elders.
Mm-hmm. Ruby Bridges is 66 years old. She's somebody's grandma.
They're still alive. The woman that had Emmett Till killed, she's still alive, unless she died as of this today. She's still alive.
She's still alive. She's
80 something, yeah.
She's still here.
Think about all the people from January 6th. They're gonna be in a history book one day, and somebody gonna see their mama in there or their grandma in there.
Mm-hmm. A lot.
Like, grandma, you was in an insurrection?
A lot of people.
Right.
Yeah, that's so funny.
Yeah. A lot of people gonna have some explaining to do for many, many decades.
Like, Grandpa, you actually said that Jimmy's grandparents couldn't get married because they're both men. Did you really do?
They haven't explained that now. But I have a very unpopular position, and I think here's my thing. If I can respect your way of thinking and what you believe and how you live, why can't you respect my way of thinking and how I live? Like, for example, I might say, well, based on my religious beliefs, this is what I believe, A, B, C, D. Mm-hmm. But you want me to compromise my religious beliefs to accommodate your beliefs, but you're not willing to see things my way. Why can't we say, well, okay, that's what you believe over here. I don't believe that, but I respect your right. And I believe this over here. You don't have to agree, but you respect my right. And we leave each other alone and we live our lives.
Yeah, that's what it should be like. You're right, Darryl. That's what
but if you sit there and you're trying to beat me over the head to make me bow down and compromise what I believe to suit your agenda or your belief system. And that's not fair because you're basically doing what you accuse me of doing, which is being a bully or being a bully.
Mm-hmm. You're right.
And I don't think that's right. If I believe, like, I'm just making up something, but if I believe that the sky is blue and you don't have a right to enforce your views on to me.
Mm-hmm.
And vice versa, though. Even though because I believe the sky is blue, I don't have a right to tell you that it's otherwise. As long as you leave me alone, I leave you alone. You live your life, I live mine. That should be enough.
Right. Shout out to the 100 of you that are watching. I need for y'all to hit the like button as well as if you have not yet subscribed, please make sure you do so. Darryl, I think you have a valid point, and I'm going to come to you, Kim, in just a second. Let me just say this. There is a proverbial line that has been drawn in the sand socially, and and the line is getting wider and wider. And there are some decisions that people are going to have to make. And one of the things that I will say is this: it's not homophobic to have a difference of opinion, because when you disagree with a certain person's lifestyle, way of living, or whatever, you might want to, however you want to define it, you then become defined as being homophobic. And I think that, a lot of us are still trying to learn a lot of these different things. We don't really understand a lot of this stuff, so we're trying to learn. And I think that the first thing that if you have a disagreement with certain sectors and groups of people, then, the immediate response is to label you something. And I think that that's anti-intellectual. I think it's really stupid. And I mean, me personally, I just don't even waste my time nor energy on that. And I wish that Black people and people in general would stop trying to hijack Black History Month and Black people's issues.
Oh, please.
And sort of, label those things as it relates to, their plight in America or their plight in the world, because being Black and choosing to wear a tutu are two separate things. I'm just saying.
Say it again. Say that again for the people way over in the back. Don't try to compare the civil rights movement to whatever you got going on. Because your situation, you can close your mouth and nobody will ever know. I walk in the room, they already know as soon as I hit the door, that's a Black man right there. And I don't like him just because of the color of his skin.
Now, be honest now. We've all seen some gay people, and we knew that they was gay when we saw them. Whatever color they was. Now, be honest now. There are some gay people we can't tell. They straight passing. And then there's some other ones we like, we already know.
It's kind of easy when they show up with glittery crowns on their head.
See, I'm not with you. I'm not. Marcellus.
I didn't say nothing. I did not say nothing.
What color is the crown?
I mean, it could be several different colors. It depends on what they've bejeweled or bedazzled. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. And if you show, well, let me hush because I can't say certain things I want to say. But yeah, I mean, if you show up into a place talking about, back and forth, it's kind of easy for people to figure it out. I'm just saying. Rock the boat, work the middle. I mean, it depends. I'm just saying.
Change position. Oh.
It becomes quite obvious.
Okay.
If Lee Press On gets a lot of your allowance and your paycheck,
no,
it becomes really easy to tell. That's all I'm saying.
The views and opinions of Marcellus Smith not necessarily reflect the views of
Jesus. Jesus.
That's not
Jesus.
in the transcript. I'm just saying.
I'm just saying.
Jesus. Jesus.
Well, you know what they say: heavy is the head that wears the crown. I'm just saying.
Oh my goodness. Hey everybody, how y'all doing today?
I had said that. Everybody in the chat comment, I ain't said that. All I'm doing is I'm just sitting there laughing. I ain't said nothing. I ain't said nothing.
I was gonna say something. I was like, is it a you sure it's a big Dallas crown or is it a Burger King crown?
You know, Burger King gives them out. That's the problem. Burger King gives too many out.
Oh, fix it, Jesus. Fix it.
Shoot, that's the way I feel. Fix it, Jesus.
So, Wednesday, I want to talk, and I've been telling you guys about watching this documentary that was based here in Cleveland called 137 Shots. And I want y'all to watch the documentary. It's on Netflix because I want to talk about it.
Was this about BBLs?
No. See.
Who?
No,
I was just asking because you said 137 shots. You know, a lot of black women are getting shots and they're behind.
No.
They're going to different places.
I just caught what you were talking about. No,
okay.
sir. I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show you the trailer. I'm gonna show y'all the trailer now. I'm gonna show you the trailer.
Put it in the chat earlier tomorrow. It's 137 shots. It's about a BBL. Man,
I'm gonna play the trailer now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fair use.
Yep.
I just cannot understand why they would have shot Tim and Melissa so many times.
I hear loud gunshots from the police headquarters building.
The source of the so-called gunfire was backfire.
Go get them.
Police cars started chasing him, and it began a 23-minute, 23-mile.
They so dumb.
Cornered them in a school parking lot. 13 officers were shooting into the car.
137 shots that we know about.
They died that night in a hailstorm of bullets, 49 of which were fired by defendant 3 left.
Damn.
Every story is about the humans in it. And this is a story about human beings.
In Cleveland, the African American community are treated with respect and dignity.
Most cops are good cops. They just protect bad cops.
It was just a perfect storm.
If you're thinking it's made up and everyone is attacking the police, you're not hearing the history.
There's a party that always wants this to be the story that's different. Perhaps we're going to believe that sometimes police officers can behave very badly.
In Cleveland, Ohio, the Black community pleads for reform of the police. That's all we want, accountability.
And that is it right there. So let me give you a little background about this. An undercover cop was patrolling an area in an unmarked car. He saw this guy and this woman because they had drug habits, but that gave him reasonable suspicion to trail them. He stopped them. He violated city policy because cops in unmarked cars off duty are not supposed to stop people on doing traffic stops. You can't do traffic stops in unmarked cars. He stopped the guy. So the girl was panicking because she was geeked up. She was waving a soda can. So he said, you know what? I don't have no vest on, blah, blah, blah. I'm going to just let these fools pass. So he takes off. Instead of letting them go their way, he chases them. So the guy passed. He punches the gas. He got in an old car, and they turned up 18th and St. Clair. People in Cleveland know that's taking you right by the police headquarters.
I'm sorry to stop you, Darryl, because you're confusing me already. Hold on one second. Let's get clarity. Because you said he stopped them, but he did not have he didn't have a bulletproof vest on, And so he let them go, but then you turned around and said he chased them.
Right,
I'm confused.
No, you can make sense in a minute. So when they pulled off, they accelerated real fast, and when they accelerated and made the left turn to go up to past the police headquarters in jail, he turned his lights on and followed it
in the unmarked car.
Okay. This is a black dude chasing him. So when he did that, there was a white cop standing out there by his patrol car, and the guy came by in their car, and they had an old car, as you can see, and the old car had been backfiring and sputtering because those old cars with those carburetors, sometimes they backfire. Fuel injected cars don't do that. So what happened, as he was coming right by this cop's car, the car started backfiring because he was trying to get it to give us more gas. So the white cop overreacted and said, "Shots fired, shots fired." And he got on his radio, and he said that they were shooting at him in front of the police department where I used to work. And so he jumps in his car, gives chase. So now you got two cop cars. When he did the shots fired, everybody in the area started going. So they led them. So these guys is panicking now. Two drug addicts and panicking because they got cop cars chasing. So they take off. So they done rolled through 23 miles of suburbs and whatever. So everybody's giving chase now from each municipality. So it looked like a scene out of what's the movie that they said? Well, you'll see it in the movie when you watch the documentary. So people realized that it was nonsense, that they shouldn't be doing this. They start pulling off. Then other cars start joining, pull off. So eventually they led up into eastern suburb of the city, cornered them in a park, and cops got out and started shooting. And they were shooting so much that their bullets were crossing through the people's car. And they thought the people in the car were shooting at them when they were actually shooting at each other because the bullets were flying through the car and almost hitting them. This white dude, Michael Brelo, jumps on top of the car. He shot 45 times, which means he emptied his clip 3 times. And the last clip that he put into the car, he was physically standing on top of the hood of the car shooting into the car, down at these people.
Yeah, we got it. I understood.
And so they had 137 rounds going into this car. They found no gun, nothing. And then the guy had the audacity to try to sue the city to get his job back.
What, the one that was standing on top of the car?
Yep. They fired him. They fired all of them, but they ended up giving the other 5 cops back their job. And the judge that was sitting on the case said, well, it's no way for us to prove that the bullets that killed the 2 people came from his gun. So that's how he ended up beating his case. But he didn't get his job back. But the union rep has vowed to get him his job back. And he now is a parking lot attendant somewhere here in the city. I don't know where he is, but somewhere in the metropolitan area. But he's 3rd generation cop, granddaddy, daddy, uncles, all that. And he was an ex-military guy, so he had post-traumatic stress because he came out when he heard the gunshots go off with a car backfiring. He thought that he was taking on fire. That's how this whole thing jumped off. And yeah, but interesting side note. I'm gonna go into it on Wednesday. Where I'm working now, the mannequin that they use to show where all the bullet holes went into these 2 people. I see that mannequin every day because it's in where I'm working.
Oh my goodness!
So that's a sobering reminder of what I do and why my job is so important. And yeah. But please, y'all, watch that documentary. It is so, because they don't just talk about that case, they talk about all the stuff. The young man, Tamir Rice, because of course, he was here. They talk about, they highlight other people, across the country that have been killed, like in the Baltimore when the young man got killed and got his neck broke. The young man in Missouri, right outside of St. Louis. They just I'm trying to think of people that they talk about. They highlight all the key cases where people, George Floyd. I mean, they just go into it. But the key is that case was like, oh, I don't want to give it away. I really want y'all to see it because it's gonna really open your eyes up to a lot of things.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I just put it on my Netflix. I just put it on my list.
Please
so next time I
that.
go in, it's gonna be right there.
Yeah.
Wow, just 137, and this man did 45.
He did 45 of the shots came from him personally. So, and then the judge had the audacity to say, well, we can't prove definitively that his shots are the fatal shot. He shot into the car 45 times. He accounts for almost a third of the bullets that went into these people. What are you talking about?
The mere fact that we're talking about a car being shot at 137 times. Now, one thing that I've learned about police officers, most police officers throughout their career never actually get a chance to even fire their gun.
Exactly.
And what I found is that when they do get to fire their gun, that's your ass. Because typically it's going to be straight over firing. It's going to be just a humongous amount of firing that is unnecessary. And that's why so many people end up losing their lives because, although I do realize that we don't live in an episode of Barnaby Jones, they don't take a preventative measure to sort of disable a suspect. They're trained to kill you. So it's not like they're trained to hit you in the elbow, the arm, the knee, the shoulder. They're trained to kill you. And so when I hear things like this, I know this show is going to incense me, it's going to enrage me, and that's why stuff like this is how I have a very difficult time looking at. Especially being black and male in America, it makes it very, very difficult for me.
Yeah, but it was just the idea that trailer is just a small part of what happened. And it's just like, and when I saw some of the people in the documentary, people that I've known since I've been living here, and I'm like, wow. It takes on a whole different dynamic when you see people in a documentary talking about a case like that, and then you see the effect that it had on the community because it created a big divide in the community. Worse than Tamir Rice, but Tamir Rice's case got the more media attention. Mind you, this with Tamir Rice and this happened not even a month apart.
Wow.
All of this was happening in Cleveland right at a month or less than a month apart. But Tamir Rice's case got the most attention because it was a little boy, and the fact that these other two people were quote unquote the bad people, but they had neither one of them had criminal record. They had drug problems. Off and on, they've been battling drugs.
I don't even. That's not even that.
And that's not
has nothing to do with anything.
Right? Exactly. That's exactly what their family said. Yeah, he had some struggles. Yeah, she had some struggles, but they weren't criminals. They weren't criminals, and that's what they were trying to straighten. Said the way they portrayed our loved ones in the media was not right. But when when the victim is black and the officer that kills you is white, they turn it around and find everything that you've ever done. If you stole an ice cream sandwich in the 3rd grade,
right?
They're gonna have it up on the screen. But that's where they redo the damage to the victim. You're already a victim, and then they attack you again. They attack your your character after you're dead. You were the one that got murdered. And then they instead of them focus on the person that killed you, they focus on you and drag you through the mud. But I didn't realize until this documentary, the FBI and the Justice Department had seriously thought about stepping in and taking over the situation here because of the corruption and the frequent reports of abuse and brutality and corruption at high levels.
Was that under Eric Holder?
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I just think that
2004, 2000. Yeah, it sure was.
when you have these types of stories, and this is one of the reasons why I'm really big on educating Black families
Mhm.
and educating Black people, because it is necessary for us to view the media under a certain type of lens. Because when you talk about the fact that their initial response is to always demonize the person
Mhm.
who has been assaulted or something that has happened to them, my immediate response is to tell Black people that you need to educate yourself and understand how you should view the media, whether it's on television or in print. Because typically that media is going to come with a bias, and it is skewed a certain way to influence a certain group of people as it relates to African Americans. They want to look at all of us as criminals. They want to look at all of us as baby makers. They want to have all of these perceptions, because I think it was last year, or year before last, I had a lady tell me she said, well, you know how, Black people don't like water. That's what she said to me.
Oh,
And I was like, oh, uh-huh. And it was one of those moments where you just sort of pause and you're just like, and you have to deal with it, at that particular point in time. But there are all sorts of perceptions that people have of us because the media and history and so many things have taught these people how to think, because this is the thing about living in America. I don't know if you're typing, Kim, or what. But this is what they've done. They have taught people how to think and what to think. I'm sorry, take that back. They've taught people what to think, not how to think. So they just tell people, well, this is what you ought to believe about Black people, and this is what you ought to think. They're all criminals. They're all on drugs, and all of these types of things. And so this is what the stuff that we have to overcome in order to deal with the society, and that in itself is a lot of pressure within itself. I'm just saying. And at that time, it was John Ashcroft was the Attorney General. It was under George W. Bush. Thank you, Kim, for that information. So it was John Ashcroft. So, I mean, we're dealing with a lot of stuff in this country, and that's why I get tired of well, I can't really get too worried about. I get worried, but not too worried about Ukraine and other people, because Black people, we've lived in a battlefield our entire lives. We've been on the battlefield, and it ain't been for the Lord. I just want to say, that right there, because these church folk, you talking about I've been on the battlefield for the Lord. No, it ain't been for the Lord. We've been on the battlefield the majority of our lives.
Mm-hmm.
And rough. Yeah, I mean, when you're fighting for dignity, when you're fighting for respect, when you're fighting to have people to look at you like a human being with thoughts and feelings and the ability to convey those thoughts and feelings. I mean, we've had a lot to overcome as people, and we're still on the battlefield.
Right. You think about Amir Locke. That young man was sitting in his house, legal gun on him, sleep. They do a no-knock warrant, come in the house, and within 9 seconds, they kill him.
Well, Angela Montgomery, I would need for you to sort of define that for me. Work that out. Spell that out.
Some of the stereotypes, I agree. We have internalized some of those stereotypes.
Yeah.
But I give you an example of one right off the top of my head. This whole thing about light skin and good hair versus bad hair. Willie Lynch mentality.
But that was done to us. It wasn't just, that was done to us because we were put in situations where light-skinned and good hair was brought into the house while the ugly Negro with the nappy head was put out into the field. So there were certain things that were done to us, and there were certain things that perpetuated those things. And so even though, we might have carried those things on, but those were things that were actually done to us.
Right. I agree. Yeah, I'm just saying, but that's what we mean by internalizing.
I get what you're saying.
It's been projected onto us, and then after so long, we started to believe the hype, so to speak.
Go ahead, Kim.
Go ahead.
Oh, I was also going to say the ones who were also brought into the house most likely were the master's children. So that also helped reinforce being close to whiteness is, you know, if you're, like I said, light enough, or the hair is you know, more fine. But like I
Mhm.
definitely agree, yeah, that has been internalized and it's still a struggle within our own community.
Yeah.
People want to, you know, oh, he has good hair or she has good hair, and you know, I got Indian in my family. Like, most likely not. It's probably white ancestor. Uh, maybe a slave owner. It's
Yeah.
just you got some
Hmm.
good genes and you have that hair. That
Well,
doesn't
and
mean you got Indian family.
but
Maybe
I
some
don't.
people do, but don't. Yeah, the
Mhm.
brown paper bag test.
But I, as a whole, this is one of the reasons why I say education becomes so crucial, and becoming fine with well, really, and becoming proud with being black, because
Hmm.
people that typically have these types of issues are people who are not happy with being black because of the things that come along with being black. When you
Hmm.
start talking to other black people about, well, certain such and such has good hair, my thought immediately is, what do you mean by that? Because all black hair is good hair. I don't care
Hmm.
if it has kinks in it, if you know, all black hair is good hair. So you know, it's those types of things, because when you have in a Western culture been taught that your look, your lips, your body type, everything is not beautiful, and you try to acquiesce to a society that doesn't respect you, like you, love you, or whatever, then you're
Hmm.
going to constantly have these types of issues. If black people could ever just get proud of who they are within themselves, we would eliminate this sort of idea of, oh, well, you light skin. It's the whole thing about when you hear black people say, well, you talking white. What does that mean?
Right.
What does that mean? Because I'm actually speaking English, you know, and because, you know, I don't have my hand on my crotch while I'm speaking, you know, that I'm talking white. That makes no sense to me. You know,
Or
I
sometimes it's the opposite. It's like, let's say you use a lot of cuss words or a lot of, you know, urban vernacular or black English, whatever, and then they think you're stupid that you don't know how to speak the King's English or American English. Well, sometimes it's called code switching.
yeah, we're
Sometimes,
mhm.
depending on the situation, I'm using American Standard of English. In other instances, when I'm with my friends, I'm using something else. I'm still communicating in two different ways. I'm getting the you know, my ideas across, you know. So
Right. Now, Kim, what I will say is this. There's just some things in our society that we as black people do need to stand for.
mhm,
And speaking and being able to communicate properly is one of those things. Because what you
mhm,
will find in being able to read, being able to write, those types of things, I'm just saying. Because what you will find when you have young black males who cannot read
mhm,
and cannot communicate well, they get put into situations and circumstances where other people start to try and speak for them, and next thing you know, they're in Attica, or you know, they're in some sort of prison
mhm,
that they don't belong in, because somebody else was speaking on their behalf. And so it's important for us to be able to communicate, to say, no, I did not do that, or you know, and be able to
mhm.
emphatically speak to where people can clearly understand the things that you're saying. And so I'm sorry, you know, and you know, there are some instances where you do have to code switch, you know, if you're in
Mhm,
corporate America and you have certain,
Yeah.
mhm.
you know, you have certain things that you have to do. Now, it is true. That is true. That's one aspect of it. But I do believe, you know, some Negroes do need to get a hooked on phonics book. I'm just saying.
Oh
They
no,
do.
I definitely understand, because sometimes I talk to my students. I'm like, okay, real talk right now. When you go into a business or when you go into college, this is what you should say in this instance. You know, I said, because Michelle won't be there to advocate for you. Your parents won't be there to advocate for you. You're gonna have to open your mouth and you're gonna have to like talk to someone to, you know, to get what you want or to get help. So, but yeah.
And to Sweet Pea, you know, Sweet Pea, here's the thing I will say about that. You know, when other black people start putting other black people down because of their lips or whatever. Now, as a man, now I'm sorry, ladies, please don't get offended by what I'm going to say. everything about a black woman's lip attracts me because I know where I want those lips to go. And so nothing about them lips is atrocious to me. I love the hips and the lips. So I don't
All
necessarily,
right.
I don't understand. I just don't understand. I think a lot of times when women say that to other women, they're just jealous of you. They're just jealous. That's just my opinion. Because I think a lot of times women just go after other women. Y'all do that just crazily because you don't hear that amongst dudes. We're not going after each other unless maybe you're on social media. I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
But Sweet Pea, I had to say a similar experience to family, and I don't know what it is. Something about the family member, especially if they're like grandparents' age, they just say anything. You're like,
Well, they
okay,
pretty much earned the right. They've earned the
they
right,
have
though.
earned the right, but at the same time, it's just like, wow, I just gotta sit here and take it.
Hey, Barbara. Well, that's true because I mean, we all had to sit up there and hear our grandmama or our aunties or our mother say some stuff that we knew was wrong. I mean, we just flat out knew it was wrong, but we just sit up there and we take it out of respect to them and honoring and respecting our elders. And I know that's hard for a lot of people to do.
But can we stop? Can we make some changes in this generation that we're not going to continue that same behavior to the next group?
I guess we can try. Darryl, are you still with us? Because I know you. Okay, you done fell silent.
No, I'm listening.
I just feel like every time you do that, I should just start fair east side. I don't know what to do. It's like right? You smoke crack, don't you? I just feel like at one moment I just need to turn into Joe. Like, it kills your brain cells, don't you? It's like I don't know what to do. It's like
you want to kill yourself, jump.
Right? Now, Cammy, I agree with you. And I do believe about setting boundaries because I don't know because I was just talking to one of our other moderators this week about those boundaries and setting those boundaries, etc. And so I get it. I do understand it. It is necessary because sometimes these elders can cut you like a knife, But what I typically do is if a person can't appreciate my presence, I let them long for it.
There you go.
If you can't appreciate my presence, I'll just make you miss it. And I won't put myself in those positions.
Well.
Hey, Miss Barbara J. Warren. Hey, everybody. So you're absolutely right.
Angela, that's easier said than done. Angela says, let's discontinue giving people issues that may require future therapy. Well, here's the thing about that, Angela. What you think you may be doing good and maybe well, your child or someone else in your life may be taking an issue with it that you may not necessarily know is going to cause them to go into therapy.
Yep.
Because you think you're a good parent, but your child is thinking something totally different.
They thinking you the devil.
Yeah. You don't went to the store and spent all your money and your child's thinking, well, my parents never bought me the best of nothing. You know what I'm saying? They got these different kind of ways of thinking. And even when you give kids a whole bunch of stuff, they have these narratives in their head that don't exist.
Exactly. That's crazy. But remember the kid that did the school shooting in Michigan? The crazy kid?
Yes.
He had went to his parents. And they said he was having a problem. And his parents said to him, toughen up. And he wrote in his journal that he was going to basically do something very bad and very big. They had a chance to nip this in the bud, and they did.
Oh my goodness.
They had a chance to nip it all in the bud, and they released that today.
This boy, he wasn't bullied, was he? Like really bullied?
It's hard to say. What I may say is bullying. You may say, oh, that's just kids teasing each other. It's all subjective. But the point is, he felt that he was going through some things, and he didn't feel like his parents were being advocates for him. Because in their own words, they told him, and then it's been investigated, and they found out that the boy wasn't just making that up. Toughen up.
Wow.
Stop whining. Toughen.
A kid actually went to their parents and said, "Mom and Dad, I think something wrong with me. I need some help." And the parents said, "Oh Lord, sorry, Darryl."
Wait a minute, but who's that in Roxanne's picture and her avatar? Is that Roxanne? That don't even look like Roxanne.
Where?
You see in the YouTube avatar?
Is that her daughter?
Oh, I don't know. I'm just like, I don't even recognize this person.
I don't know.
Is that really her?
It's blue.
No,
okay, well, I guess so. It is blue.
I actually see the picture. Wait a minute, y'all talking about you see a blue? I see
No, but she's the
she has
moderator.
a wrench. I'm saying
she has a wrench, so yeah, it's blue, so it's got to be her. Wow,
Yeah.
I just didn't recognize the picture. Okay.
Oh, cause say I'm not on YouTube. I'm on actual StreamYard. So
yeah, well, it's on StreamYard too, sir. You can see it on StreamYard. It should say YouTube and have a picture there.
Yeah, but I don't see no wrenches and stuff, so that's what.
Yeah.
Blue,
Okay,
and
I
I'm
got
like,
you.
I don't see nothing that look blue. I'm like, huh? It's blue. Yeah, but
well, I think bullying is quite. No, Roxanne say stop playing, Marcel. No, seriously, Roxanne, I couldn't recognize that picture. Don't look like you, but here's the thing. We all know, and we all have sense enough to know if you're saying things with the intent of hurting other people's feelings. No, she talking about I'm being shady. I swear to you, Roxanne, I'm not. Am I the only one that looked at this picture?
No, it does look from different. Because I saw it, I was like, "Oh, is that her daughter?"
Roxanne,
you changed your avatar picture. It's not.
Yeah,
it's not the one from before.
It's not the one with the ponytail. That's why I was like,
I don't recognize that photo. I was like, wait a minute, is this the real her?
Because we were thinking.
It looked like you got glamour shots. You got a filter, sis.
Yeah,
you got a makeover.
We thought somebody was trying to be a damn troll.
I would not be shady towards you, Roxanne. Because if I was gonna be shady, I'd be like, now you know I'm throwing shade, and now you know I would tell you. But I'm not even, because I wouldn't try to do that. Wow.
Speaking of bullying, did y'all see the case? And unfortunately, it happened here in Houston. A special ed kid was being, I guess, picked on, like literally shoved, pushed on the ground and everything. And there were adults nearby and they didn't do anything about it. And now the mom is like, wants those teachers to be fired. They're on administrative leave right now. They're investigating. But this video has been on the news, and I just couldn't believe it. And I was like,
I can believe it, because if they got a hole in it, no, I can believe it if they got a hole in their stomach and go to the hospital, and spend 4 and 5 days in an imaginary hospital. I could understand how a retarded kid could be pushed on the ground and somebody could be fucking them up. I wouldn't even necessarily feel bad for them, because some of these retarded kids be crossing the line. Yes, they do.
Marcellus.
What? I'm just saying.
Not all special ed kids are retarded.
Huh? But some of these motherfuckers is retarded.
Have you seen the video, Marcellus?
No,
the little boy was in the hallway, wasn't bothering nobody.
Oh, okay.
There were 3 adults nearby didn't do shit.
Listen, we wasn't bothering these retarded motherfuckers, and next thing I know, we was in the hallway of YouTube. Motherfuckers was making 39,000 videos. So I mean, what do you want me to say? I can see how somebody could fuck a retarded person up. I'm just saying. After you ain't done shit to these little slow motherfuckers, I'm just saying.
Where's the empathy?
I'm just saying empathy. Shit. These motherfuckers is on YouTube talking big shit, and they know they retarded. And they know they retarded. If you let them outside, they'd eat some grass and think they was a damn cow, be on the other side of the yard yelling moo. Damn well these motherfuckers is retarded.
In the tall grass, huh?
In the tall grass.
No.
I had to throw that in there.
Well, here, the Dog Cigar Mafia. I am being American with Disabilities Act appropriate. We need to tell these retarded motherfuckers they are retarded. It's not appropriate for you not to tell a retarded person that they have issues. Part of the problem is we keep letting these retarded motherfuckers think that they sane. That really is the problem.
Right,
You
Tammy Mitchell.
slow.
Thank you.
You is slow.
It was like 2 or 3 kids pushing him on the floor, and then the 3 adults were just standing nearby. They could have stepped in, stopped him, but no, you
don't know what that retarded kid did to them 3 adults. That retarded kid might have gave them 3 adults hell. I don't give a fuck. You don't listen. You don't know them. Listen here. These little retarded kids can stress you all out, take all your strength and all your effort. And they was like, they probably was tired. Like, you know what? I've been trying to get this little motherfucker to sit down for the last 45 minutes, and now somebody ain't gotten his ass, and they'll whoop on him a little bit. Now he'll be quiet for about the next 30, 45 minutes until school is done. I see no evil, he'll no evil. They went on by their damn business. Darryl,
I'm not getting this shit. I'm not getting this shit.
It was see no evil, hear no evil. Please listen here. Listen here.
I'm not going.
Now you know how them kids are. They be in that retarded class. They be moaning and making all them damn noises and shit, and they be throwing shit across the room. And the teachers have to try to keep control of the room, and then they can't get control of the room. And then by the time one of them other little retarded motherfuckers get tired of the kid and start whooping on their ass, it'd be a totally different story. And then they be tired. Oh, here we go.
I'm not doing this shit. Take that down.
Take that down. Take that down.
I'm just saying.
I used to work in an EBD environment at public school when I worked in Atlanta, and yeah, it can get pretty intense.
When somebody who wearing the helmet keep pushing their head into your motherfucking stomach, you be like, yeah, let somebody whoop on this.
This kid didn't have no helmet. It was a crazy kid walking down the hallway.
I swear they probably should have had one. I'm here to tell you, people be trying to feel sorry for, these slow folks all the time. But no, these slow folks be doing too much. And haven't we seen that this year? I mean, haven't we all witnessed it? I'm just saying.
But the little boy in the hallway is not the people on YouTube that we been seeing with now.
I'm just saying. I didn't see the video of the little boy, Kim. So, I can't really speak as far as that issue is concerned. I just projected that onto some stuff I'm experiencing in my own personal YouTube life. But I'm just saying, some of these retarded motherfuckers is the worst.
I'm not going there. I'm gonna stay there. So you sitting there doing that crank ankle shit.
I'm just saying. They have imaginary diseases and shit. They get miraculously healed and shit that don't exist. I mean, we got all
getting fingers amputated. Getting fingers amputated, they grow back.
I'm just saying. And to tell you all the truth, and see, people get mad at me. Oh, well, you shouldn't use the word retarded. No. I use the word that is most comfortable with me, and don't try to infringe on my rights of free speech. I have free speech. This is America. If I want to use the damn word retarded, that's what the hell I'm gonna use. I feel most comfortable saying your motherfucking ass is retarded. I'm not gonna use mentally challenged. I ain't using none of that shit. You are retarded.
Yeah. Lord. Why you?
Mm-hmm.
No.
I'm just saying.
He's a little boy. I'm gonna send to you, Roxanne.
I ain't say nothing. I just listen.
God calls the women for the emotional stuff. He calls the men to set the atmosphere. I set the house in order. Oh yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Set the atmosphere.
He set the atmosphere. Set things in order.
That's what. Hey, y'all deal with the emotion. I come over here to tell you. Oh yeah, we can feel sorry for him, but at the end of the day, he's a retarded little motherfucker over there stressing the damn teachers out and shit. Please, them teachers was like, we tired of calling him.
Put that, take that down.
But the teacher was like, I'm sick of this little retarded motherfucker. Y'all gonna
It
beat
was
his
three
ass
of them
because I can't.
standing there. They could have stopped that boy from being beaten.
Kim, the
They
mere
could have
fact that they
stopped.
didn't listen to me, Kim. The
They
mere
just stood by. No.
but the mere fact that they didn't lets me know that them teachers had probably came to the end of their damn rope and was like, enough of this.
Roxanne, look in the other chat. I sent you the link if you can post it. Please.
I'm just saying. Lord have mercy. And I don't know. My mama tell you, I don't play with them retarded helmet wearing people. I don't play with them. They come on one side of the street, I'm crossing over. Because I know damn well they might seem like they crazy, but them suckers don't let them grab hold of you. They just as strong as a damn midget. Have you ever had a midget grab onto you? Shit, you can't shake them little suckers.
Well, we've had some midgets come over here, wheelchair
Oh,
powered
you
midgets.
just shut up. You just shut up. You just shut up. I'm just saying. They grab onto you. Them retarded people, you lucky if you get loose again.
Damn.
I'm just saying, and you better hope they don't have slobber all over you.
I believe like what somebody said. One of them little special need kids traumatized you as a child.
My mother, I tell you, my mother just taught me, really, honestly, in real life though, my mother taught me how to just love on any and everybody. So like all people with disabilities, I have an affection for anyway. But them little retarded motherfuckers, I'm serious. When they grab hold of you, let me tell you something. When they grab hold of you, you've been grabbed. Whatever, Lynn.
How they get to be so strong?
I don't know. I think it's all the damn medicines that they give their asses. Some of that medicine is like super strength.
I think it's the extra chromosome they got. Gave them extra strength or something.
Man, when I used to work in the school system and them kids were going to them rages, and I was a big dude, then strong. How in the hell this little football head ass boy get this strong? It takes 3 or 4 of us to hold him still.
And even if you got a special needs kids, because I used to, my family is, we used to take care of special needs folks. If you got a special needs child, them damn motherfuckers is strong as hell. Now damn well they strong as hell.
I'm trying to figure that out. How they get so strong?
Don't be in the kitchen trying to make no sandwich and they hungry and you trying to sit them down so that you can get the food prepared. Shit, what could take you 5-10 minutes take you 20-30 minutes because you tussling with some motherfucker trying to grab the peanut butter and the bread. You like, Lord, if you don't sit your ass down some damn where. I'm just saying.
I can't with you. I can't.
But it's the truth. I ain't told one lie. And that's why they get, if you take care of a special needs child, 9 times out of 10, you be like, go on and take this peanut butter sandwich. I ain't even gonna put no damn jelly on this shit because you took 30 minutes to get this damn peanut butter sandwich. Shit.
Who are you making peanut butter and jelly sandwiches for?
Them damn special needs.
You very detailed about the damn story.
Actually, you're not supposed to give people like that stuff that could cause a choking risk. They teach you that in training. You give them
please, as much saliva some of these retarded motherfuckers have in their mouth. Please.
The peanut butter. I'm trying to segue into the shit, and you just keep egging it on, Kim, to the camera, and that's gonna make him go even harder in the paint. I'm trying to ease this shit onto something else, and you just sitting there like, well, can't we talk about something? Yeah, if you just let me go to segue this shit on out.
Okay, I'm sorry.
I'm serious. Aphasia. Look that term up, and I'm not gonna go into depths on that, but stuff that causes choking issues. They frown upon giving people with special needs and other issues foods like that. Like peanut butter sticking to the roof of their
they
mouth.
be skinny as hell with me because you can't live off of freeze cups and Skittles. Shit, I'd be like, okay, here, take this freeze cup. Take this Kool-Aid in this styrofoam cup.
You don't give them styrofoam either because they start, for those who have habits of chewing stuff, they'll start chewing the styrofoam.
Please, well, you better be able to understand whatever you put in gonna come out.
Oh shit.
I'm just saying.
Oh, fuck it. I give up, man.
Shit, all the damn hard work people have to do to be trying to deal with that shit.
Oh hell, man.
Please, all that damn work we have to do. Honestly, because my mother, one thing about my mother took in a lot of homeless people and a lot of people. Even as a child, you know, I used to get so upset because I would be like, Mama, why are you inviting all these people into our home? It used to drive me crazy. But my mother was one of those people, and she would just bring them on in. Lord have mercy. I'm telling you, so many people be strong as hell.
Yeah. Knock your ass. It hit you on the arm so hard.
That's why I had so many extracurricular activities in school. Shit, I go to school before the sun came up, and I came home from school when the damn sun was already down. It was dark as hell. I was like, is everybody all right? Everything still? Shit, bringing me up in this mess.
That's why you so nervous. You be sleeping all night now. You scared somebody to whoop your ass.
Look, shit, I ain't coming home with all of this drama going on. My mother was something else. I keep trying to tell you, she loved people. She loved people. She really did. But, you know, it was just like one of these things where I'd be like, why do we have to take care of everybody? Like everybody. You know, Thanksgiving dinner, all your whole Thanksgiving gone to your neighbors. Be like, don't these niggas get food stamps? I know some of these niggas is getting food stamps. I know they ain't sold all their food stamps because they know the damn holiday coming up. Y'all know about them food people used to sell their food stamps. You be getting $300 worth of food stamps for $150. You give them the cash and they give you the food stamps. Please give me a break.
Yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy.
I'm just saying. I'm sorry. I went on a tangent. All right, let's bring it back in. I'm sorry.
How we went from retarded people to food stamps?
You know why? Because Kimberly ass triggered me. Kimberly triggered. I was triggered. Kimberly triggered me. And now she done fell silent because I'm talking about retarded motherfuckers.
No, one of my students just texted me they needed help with their assignment, which is due this weekend. I was just trying to.
I'm just saying, I just got triggered. I'm sorry.
Like you got triggered.
No, because I'm just like, shoot, y'all don't know. I mean, I got stories. I remember me and my mother was going somewhere and we was about to park and I don't know, we were visiting somebody else and my mother was like, oh, you know, such and such son is retarded or something. And the sidewalk was on my side of the, you know, I was on the passenger side. So I opened up the car and this old retarded motherfucker gonna come charging at the car. You know what I did, Darryl? I rolled up my motherfucking window so damn fast. I said, I'll sit in this car till y'all back this little motherfucker up because I'm not getting out of this damn car. I was like, I don't fool with them. I don't fool with them people.
You ain't never had problem till you in PE class. And remember they had a kid that had one leg short, another had that tall brown boot. Man, you ain't ran for your life until you had one of them jokers chasing you with that.
Yeah, on that damn wooden ass floor, and you hearing them clunking on that wooden floor.
And you hollering because you thinking if he catch you, he go kill. Because it was one kid, he used to have that big ass shoe with that big heel, and he would go around and intentionally kick the shit at you with that heavy ass shoe.
What?
Especially the one that had them damn knee braces. You remember the ones that used to have them that hard shoe with that damn the knee thing that went down their leg?
Like the one like Forrest Gump used to wear in the movie?
Yeah, they kick you with that damn shit, and that Buster Brown shoe, your ass was done.
My older cousin told me that one of my other cousins, he had those on his legs, and he would chase them, and he would hit them with his little he would hit them with the brace and stuff. And then they would go crying to like my aunt when they were younger, but they wouldn't believe them. They just thought they were picking on him, but it was actually him hitting them with his little braces.
See, I was a dirty joke. You must hit me with that damn brace you want to. I hook some magnets up to your knees and beat the shit out your leg.
I know that's right. And put your ass down on the ground real quick.
You gonna stop that. You ain't gonna sit there and be, because I be to put a baseball bat to them braces.
Yeah, I didn't play that, but I stayed away. I'll
Nah,
be
but
really
that joker
honest.
used
I
to
stayed
chase
away.
us, and we'd be hollering. They'd be like, "I'm gonna kick you! I'm gonna kick you!" All you can think about that big ass Jane Brown stack heel kicking the shit out you. Man, shit hurt on your shin. You a little child. And joker got held back two grades. He was already 2 grades behind, so he was older and bigger than the rest of us. So we got together one day. We whooped his ass during recess. We told
Yeah,
his
because
ass.
some of them shoes that they had on them, it was like them baby shoes that we used to have, but they gave it to him as like an adult. But the shoe was super hard. Like the shoe was like hard.
But them jokers
That's the
can
one
kick
my
butt.
other cousin kicked the other 2 cousins with.
Yeah, but when we played kickball, everybody wanted that nigga on their side because he could kick that ball over the fence with that big
No,
ass
not
boot.
me. I ain't want your motherfucking ass on my team. Because after you kicked the ball, motherfucker, you had to run, and them niggas couldn't run. So we knew we was gonna be out. I didn't want you on my damn team because you couldn't run. Not with that heavy ass shoe, like you carrying concrete in your foot. Not me.
Lord, see.
Not me.
Fix it.
Not me, nigga. It's not me.
Oh.
Nah, I don't give a damn. I ain't want you on my damn team. Nah, you got to sit this one out, player.
He kicked. I ain't gonna say the boy name because he probably one of his family members might be listening. But that boy can kick that ball over that fence. Did we know that was an instant point we were gonna get? As soon as he kicked that ball, they were going straight over the fence like a rocket.
That's why certain people you just didn't put on your team when you had dodgeball. Certain things you just did not do because you wanted to win, and so certain things you didn't do.
They don't even let kids play dodgeball now. They say it affects the kids' self-esteem.
Which is just bullshit.
Wait. What do you mean? You said dodgeball or kickball?
Dodgeball,
right?
Oh,
jumping rope. They have them doing PE.
What did that take jumping rope away?
Because for a kid, this coordination is off. It ruins their self-esteem. So they have them doing the imaginary rope. They're just jumping up and down, twirling the hand like.
And that's why they so damn retarded.
I got to look this
How
up
do you
now.
jump with an imaginary rope? And what the fuck you hopping for? I would just stand there and twiddle my arms. What the fuck you jumping up and down for? Ain't no rope.
I'm just telling you what they do. I'm seriously, because when I was working in school, so that was when they first implemented that nonsense. I said, so we're not teaching kids that failure is a part of their normal development. You learn from your mistakes, what not to do the next time so you'll succeed down the line. So, and the participation trophies and all that kind of crap. That's why we got a bunch of kids out here. This generation is not used to being told no. They've never had to deal with adversity or being told no. And that's and it shows.
Well, blessed be the fruit.
Right. But yeah, dodgeball. They said you can't play dodgeball because the stronger kids will prey upon the weaker kids. Well, that's survival of the fittest, ain't it? Ain't that life?
But it taught your ass how to move when things were coming in your direction.
Duck.
You throw something across the you throw something across the room, and some of these dumbass kids now they just stand there and let the shit hit them.
Yeah.
Bing. When we was kids, if your parents threw something across the room, you knew to fucking duck.
Hey, we threw the eraser at each other. If you couldn't duck quick enough, you went home with some chalk on your back of your shirt or the side of your head.
And I remember we used to play a game with the damn chalk erasers. I forget. Then we used to smack folks with the chalk eraser. We used to do crazy shit. So come right up to you and smack you with that damn eraser.
And I don't see no problems with that.
No, that taught your ass, that toughened your weak ass up. That's what it did.
It taught you how to survive.
Okay, and then you want to know? Okay.
Or you went home looking like a damn crime scene. You went home looking like a chalk outline.
You know what I just picked up on Kim's question? Kim was a kid that got hit with an eraser.
And I sympathize with Kim, but Kim is now.
I never got hit in the head with an eraser.
Okay, well, good.
Because I was about to.
But I'm just like, y'all don't see nothing wrong with that.
No, because it was a part of growing up. Let me say,
but there are people who felt the same way as you, and then they taught their kids that, and their kid is the one that's doing the same thing as someone else in school now, and now his victim got access to a gun and want to come to school, shoot up the place. You don't see the correlation?
Well, here's the thing.
We had access to guns. I ain't shot nobody. I just knocked the hell out of them back and kept it pushing.
But here's the thing. And this is where I was going to segue our conversation to move it from this. But here's the thing, Kim. Part of the problem with our society is people who have been bullied or had some type of issue in childhood have projected those things onto the newer generation, and they're kind of allowing this newer generation not to experience things that are necessary in order to
Mhm.
live a successful, balanced kind of situation. Because you need to understand what it feels like to win and what it also feels like to lose. You need to know what
Mhm.
it feels like to not give your best effort and not be able to make the team. You need to understand what it's like to not be able to, get to those places and spaces, because the emotions that you feel during those times when you lose cause you to do better the next time, so you will realize what it feels like to be a winner.
Remember what?
Mhm.
Remember what? They used to say on ABC Sports on the weekend: the thrill of victory and the agony of defeat. You got to learn them emotions. If
Yeah, because
not,
one of my favorite Whisper songs is the Whispers even told you that. It was even in our music. The music's told you that to win somebody's got to lose. You might as well get over what? The blues. It told you it told you in our music. As a man, you had to understand it's like fishing in an ocean. There'll always be someone new. It told you in somebody loves you better. It taught you how to get over, being rejected and somebody
Mm.
telling you to take your ass on some damn where. I'm just saying, as a man, we were taught how to understand rejection. I don't understand. Maybe it's just me.
uh,
It's in the music.
that's right. Down there where you live, Kim, from that in Houston. The group H Town, Emotions. That song Emotion make you cry sometime. Teddy Pendergrass, Love TKO.
Yeah, but it's losing it's a necessary part of life. I'm sorry. And every time in life you're gonna get hit with
I
something.
understand adversity can make you
But I'm gonna ask
stronger
you a question. But Kim, you
or
don't
be
see the
better.
dodgeball. But
But
you
do
don't see
we
the
have to
dodgeball
play?
analogy. You don't see the
Huh?
dodgeball. You don't see the ball as an adversity in life that's coming at you to hit you. And if you don't move or pivot or change your behavior or your stance, that whatever's coming at you is gonna hit you and could possibly take you out of the life, out of the game. You don't see that analogy either.
Oh no,
Picture.
I do.
Oh,
That's
okay.
it. Yeah. But see, I was always the guy throwing the dodgeball. I was
But I
nothing
guess
but
because I'm a
headshots.
teacher, I also see potential lawsuit,
Nothing but headshots.
child
Boom.
child abuse charges. Oh, my child got hit in the head with the ball.
Yep.
Okay.
Little chubby Darryl Moore knocked the hell out your son with that ball. Boom.
Yes, but you know what that taught your son? First of all, the next time he probably wanted to be on Daryl's team. I don't. Daryl picked me. I'm gonna try to befriend Daryl. I'm gonna try to learn how to play the game better, so that when Daryl gets to pick his team, I'm gonna be on the team, and I'm not gonna be the last person. And then I'm gonna fucking do my best so that I can quit getting hit in the head with this damn ball. I'm sick of getting hit in the head with the ball, so I'm gonna learn how to play this damn game. So guess what you do? You would go home. I don't know. Maybe this just me.
Practice.
You would go
Practice.
home and practice. You would get that ball, and you would go up. If you lived in a brick home or the side of a brick building,
Bounces on the
you
side
would
of the
you
house.
would bounce it off the side of the house in order to learn how to play the game. I'm just trying to tell you that's how men. I don't know. I can't speak for you ladies, but that's how we did. We took
Say
that
it.
shit home and we practiced. That's what we did.
There it is. There
Even
it
when it
is.
came to football, we went into the churchyard because the church had the better grass because they were the only one that could afford to keep the water running all the damn time. So we went into the churchyard, and that's where we played football. We practiced football in the churchyard. That's where we did that.
That's it.
I'm just saying.
That's it.
Until my mother got the bright idea that she wanted some new grass in front of our house and would have me out there toiling like I was 12 years a slave trying to get some grass in the front yard. You ain't never lived until you had to toil some soil. That's some slave shit right there. That's why I say I'll never do that shit again in
That
my
ain't
life.
hard,
No,
man.
it's
That
hard,
ain't
dude. Toiling
hard.
soil is hard.
No, it ain't.
And I only
No.
had a little yard to toil. I can't imagine
Nah.
if I had a whole field.
Pulling weeds is hard. Picking watermelons is hard. Cutting okra is hard.
Yeah, I don't know nothing about those things.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
That's
don't
hard.
know.
That's hard. That's hard. Wringing a chicken neck. feed cows before you go to school, getting in
I saw.
firewood.
I had an uncle I saw wringing a chicken's neck, and this was like in Houston, but in a city. But he was wringing its neck. He was gonna pluck it, and then my aunt was gonna cook it. And I
Y'all
was
don't
just
want to know
like,
what's just
and
went
I
through
was a
my
little
head.
kid, and I'm just looking at this like, my uncle is wringing a chicken's neck in the city, in his backyard, like he out in the country, but he was a country man, so oh well.
You were choking that chicken.
Stop. See,
Mm-mm. I was over here thinking was the name of the chicken Andrea with the neck of the chicken. I was just thinking horrible thoughts. I'm sorry. That's why I couldn't stop laughing. I was like, wait a minute. I wonder did they name that damn chicken? Anyway, moving right along.
Andrea would have had a press conference about something she was supposed to do.
Chicken abuse.
Yeah, they're picking on me. They're stalking and harassing me.
No, bitch. You work at the Kentucky Fried Chicken. That's why they coming to visit your ass. You a whole chicken. I'm just saying. But anyway, let me just say this. I understand your point, Kim, and real talk. I understand when kids were bullied, and I have had a kid try to bully me, but that, like I said, that's a part of life, because once that kid got his ass whooped, I never had any more issues or problems. You understand what I mean? And my friends egged it on. Y'all remember when we used to put shit on each other's shoulder? Oh, he knocked it off your shoulder. You gonna let him knock it off your shoulder, and y'all go and all of that stuff and end up beating somebody's ass because somebody put a stick on your shoulder and they knocked it off, and y'all played all of them little silly games. Y'all remember that stuff?
We was on the bus, and this boy said, the bad is, he held his hand out between me and this other boy, said, whoever the bad is will hit my hand first. And the boy's hand, he was quicker than me, so he hit his hand. Ooh, he said he badder than you, Darryl. And my pride, I ain't had no choice at that point. I'm like, we was in the back of the bus fighting.
Now Kim would have had y'all. She'd have sat y'all down. Excuse me, y'all need to think about.
I understand you're triggered right now, Darryl, but you can't use your violence and your fists to solve problems.
Okay, dog, cigar mafia, you're right. Who gonna cross the line in the sand? And don't say nothing about your mama. Oh God.
Oh wow, you getting killed. You getting hit with everything.
Yeah, but I'm sorry. I know I went way off on a tangent there.
Man, this Friday night, we were supposed to have a good time. That's what we do. Everything is so serious right now because a lot of stuff is going on that's stressing out. Because I'm sitting there, I'm peeking over the laptop, looking at CNN.
But I told you earlier, Darryl, I'm tired of living like you sank my battleship.
Yeah.
Everything with these rich white folks has always been you sank my battleship. We don't own no oil. We don't own none of that land over there. None of this is going to position us as a people to do anything better than what we're doing now. I don't understand why this is our problem. And me sitting at my home worried about what these folks are going to do, they're going to do it whether I think about it or not. And I'm just not willing to give too much energy to this, because while you're sitting up here worried about the Ukraine, outside your front door is a war zone, and black men and women are being gunned down already
every day.
Right. So we got our own wars to fight. I'm not worried. I'm sorry. I just can't expend my energy on that. But, and some of you can't even spell Crimea or Crimea, wherever the hell they are.
Joy Bayer worries the Russian invasion of Ukraine might affect her Italian vacation. That woman from The View, Lord have mercy.
Well, she's a rich white woman. Of course she is.
Yeah, she is. She's a rich white lady.
And I'm not just saying that because, being rich and being white, there's nothing wrong with that. But she comes from a different perspective. You know what I'm saying? And I do believe she's Jewish, though, right? Or no?
Yes, she is. Yes, sir.
Yeah. So she coming from a totally different perspective. And she had, I understand her perspective as well. But people need to give room and space for our perspective as well. I'm just saying. Now we got a man who done killed 2 or 3 people now trying to threaten to sue Whoopi Goldberg. I don't understand.
You saw that?
It's ridiculous.
Well,
Man killed 3 people.
George Zimmerman suing Trayvon Martin family. Been going after them for the last 10 years. Today, this is the 10-year anniversary of him being dead.
And this is America, right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So you kill my child, you get off for killing my child, and then you turn around and sue me after you done killed my child.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. It's all ridiculous. Kim, please come back. Did we trigger you? Lord have mercy. She done just disappeared. Maybe her student needed some assistance.
Mm-hmm.
Well, she could have changed the subject. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to go down that route. She set it up. I just knocked it down.
Yeah, long as we don't get her on that tangent about the alphabet community thing, because boy. Mm-mm-mm.
Okay, well, Angela, with all due respect, gas has been $5 in California for over 2, 3, 4, 5 years. Y'all just now catching up. Our electricity here is sky high. I live in California. We pay more than anybody else in the country. So it is what it is. Yeah, and I get that it's human suffering. I get all of that. And pain is pain. And I, like I said, I don't know what Joy is, whether she's Italian, Jewish, or whatever. I thought she was Jewish. I didn't know
I
that.
did too.
Is she Jewish Italian? Can you? I don't know what that is. Because I always thought she was Jewish. Because she always talks about. I don't know. So I'm not talking from a place of knowledge. So I can't.
I'm about to make myself knowledgeable. I'm about to look.
Okay, I'm back. Sorry, my student is still having problems with this assignment. Okay.
Well, Kim, you're not available 24/7. Why do you make yourself available like that? These kids need to understand you have a life, and you
These
can't
are
keep
my
stuff.
college students, and
But that doesn't
they
matter.
don't call
Don't you
me
have
that
hours?
often, and I'm online. I teach them online. I don't have a physical office or
I get
set
that. But
office
don't you
hours.
have hours? Is my question. Don't you have hours
You
when you're available and not available?
yes.
Okay, because I think you and me have the same problem. And Kim, I'm trying to teach myself the same thing.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Stop being so available to these people 24/7 like that, because then they start to mistreat you because they think that you just gonna have to respond to them when they send stuff 24/7. No, I'm not doing that. I have a life. Just because I run my business online does not mean that you're going to have access to me 24/7. And I'm going to stop responding to you until my next business day or when I get ready to sit down to conduct business. No, because where
Well,
you're at
my
is what.
student's assignment is due Sunday at 11:59 p.m.
And
So
but I'm sure you sent out enough notice and enough information so they could have got it on time. So if they're not getting the
yes,
stuff
so
on time,
actually in this instance, where I told them to find the information, whoever made the reader or whatever, they took it out of there, so I had to make it available to them.
oh, I
So it's actually
understand.
not their fault.
I
So
respect that. All
yeah.
right. I understand. I
But I
stand
totally
corrected.
understand because I had another student. It was like every assignment we did, she was calling me. And this last time, she was like, I'm going to call you again. I said, can you please read the syllabus before you call me this time, though? And then she read the syllabus, and guess what? She didn't call me.
Oh, her
Read the
husband
syllabus,
is Jewish.
everybody. Read
Okay.
the
All right.
syllabus.
Okay. We were talking about
But
Joy
you're
Behar.
right, though. I do need to.
She's not. They are right. She's not Jewish. She's Italian.
Her husband is a Jewish.
Who's Italian?
Joy Behar.
Oh, she's not Jewish?
No,
No.
I thought she was but she's very sensitive to Jewish people. Now I understand why, Angela. I didn't know her husband was Jewish because I don't pay these people that much attention like that. Oh, okay.
Okay. Okay.
She's Italian. Her parents are both Italian.
I was not no darn bully, Mississippi girl. That is not correct.
And her real name was Josephine Victoria Ochueto. Yeah, that's Italian right there.
I did some bad things when I was smaller, but I just didn't get caught. But I always tried to help the kids who were picked on, Mississippi girl. I really did. I stood up for a lot of kids when I was, because I didn't like for kids to be picked on. That wasn't something I enjoyed. But except for the other people who rode the short little bus and wore them helmets, I left them alone. I didn't bother them at all.
Well, damn. Damn, she makes $7 million a year.
From The View? That's all?
Yeah.
She been on there almost since its inception, and that's all she make?
Well, $7 million ain't nothing to sneeze at now. You talk
But
about that.
but if you getting up every day filming a live TV show, $7 million? Well, she making more than Don Lemon does on CNN.
But this is the thing. She's on there
And
with
he's a
4
news
people.
podcaster. Well, I don't give a damn. Who getting the rest of the money then? Because Barbara's gone. And everybody else
she's
but
she's executive producing it. And Whoopi getting a nice little chunk of change.
I wonder what Whoopi's salary is. Probably about $20 million a year. It should be, hopefully. Because she's like the head person at that table. She should be getting at least $20 million a year. Wow. And then because I know they was giving that idiot like $2-3 million a year. What's her name? The one that quit. McCain. I think it might have even been $5 million. She might have been getting $5 million. But I knew they was giving her some ridiculous number she didn't deserve. And she have the nerve to get on TV talking about people with privilege.
No. Whoopi's reported $5 to $6 million salary. It's for the View and Joy makes $7.
So wait a minute, get this straight. Whoa. And see, this is just what I heard. Viola Davis and not Viola Davis. What's the woman who was in What's Love Got to Do It? No, I'm sorry, Waiting to Exhale. That was Greg. No. Let me correct myself. The actress lady who was in Waiting to Exhale, that was Gregory Hines' love interest. What was her name again?
Loretta Devine.
Loretta Devine. I saw an interview with her and Jack A. Harry today. And that proves my point, and it proves her point again. Whoopi Goldberg is the head moderator of that table, which means when she sits down, she controls the narrative of that entire conversation. She's the one that's stopping all the fights. She's the one that's controlling the table, right? And you mean to tell me that I'm the one doing all the work, but the other lady across the sitting around is making $7 million and I ain't making that?
Well, one source is saying she makes 6, and another source is saying she makes 8.
Okay, well, let's hope it's 8 because I'm offended for her right now.
Well, between the low end 6 and the other end 8, that's still averaging 7. So she's still making right on par with Joy, and she the host. So that lets you know, if you the host and you still making as much as the people across the table,
that's ridiculous.
That's not right. If you anchoring, you're supposed to get the big chunk.
Well, that's why I feel like CNN is full of crap, because CNN was paying Chris Cuomo like either 25 or 30 million a year. Anderson Cooper, all of those guys made all that money, and Don Lemon making $5 million.
What?
Now that ain't nothing to scoff at. $5 million is a lot of money, but Don Lemon's salary compared to everybody else's salary was horrendous. Now, and see, here's the thing about black people, and this is how I guess our conversation is about to turn again. Okay, well, Kelly says that Whoopi takes off almost every other Friday as often as she wants for acting. Yeah, because when you only getting paid $7-8 million and you make your money by being an actress, I guess I would have to take off because that's what my real money is made. So I thank God for that, Whoopi.
So I'm seeing one that says she's at 8 million as of 3 weeks ago.
Yeah, that's insanity. This insanity, and these black
but 2
actors
years ago it said 5 to 6 million range.
Wow. Well, maybe they gave her a raise for coming back because Whoopi didn't been wanting to quit this show for some time now. And if there's no Whoopi, who else is gonna watch this show? Just like this Sherry Shepherd shit, it ain't gonna work.
Oh, you don't think it's gonna work?
Hell no.
She's gonna be a breath of fresh air.
No, she's not. She's gonna be a sponge that people have to look at for the first couple of months, and the ratings is gonna spike up in the beginning, and then the people gonna start wondering who lives in a pineapple under the sea, and when they get tired of that, bye Sherry Shepherd. Y'all, trust me, they gonna get tired of her.
I believe it. She might, if she can get past that first season, it might be something special.
But she don't even have that kind of personality. Sherry is not a
Well,
no. Sherry needs a co-host in order for her to feed off of them. Sherry cannot hold no show her whole self. No. So nope. Trust me. I'm telling you, it's not gonna work. Very few people can do it. And she is not one of those people. She had 4 other co-hosts and she sucked. I'm just saying. Fuck.
Okay. Well.
Come on, Darryl. She had 4 other women, 3 other women at the table with her, and she still sucked.
Is it that she sucked, or the doggone platform and the material that they put in front of them to discuss sucked?
No, she was talking about trending topics, the same thing she's gonna be talking about on this new program, but she's gonna be doing it from celebrity gossip angle, and they talk about celebrity gossip on The View, and Sherry just could never hold a conversation. This is gonna be interesting. If they're not writing it on a cue card and telling her what to say, this show gonna be boring as hell. And I ain't lying. I'd rather see a cow be milked than to listen at Sherry Shepherd on the show. You can bring back Star Jones. I'd rather watch Star Jones than Sherry Shepherd.
Oh, damn.
I'm just being honest.
Oh, damn. I'm going to go to bed now. You just said Star Jones. You brought her up out the damn woodwork. Oh, hell.
Yeah, I'm just saying. Sherry Shepherd doesn't have that type of personality. Kim Whitley is funny. Yeah, I could see Kim bringing in some personality, and she would say some crazy. Even Jack A. Harry. Jack A. Harry has that, fly off the cuff kind of speech. You understand what I'm saying? She's one of those around the way girls. Even if you got Vivica Fox.
Oh, no, hell no.
But Vivica is a gossip person. They like that kind of stuff. Who else? Because them Fox Soul people over there. Shit. Bring on Funky Deneva. Put
hell no. Bye. It's time to go to bed now. You done boy your ass out. You told your ass come on some funky damn Deneva. You take your ass right on the bed.
Wait a minute. Bring Funky Deneva and a jar of Vaseline, and I'm sure that whole show will be greased down.
Bye. I'm not gonna say that. I'm not gonna be a part of that.
That whole show will slip and slide right on off the television. I'm just saying. Bring anybody else who can have a more personality. You understand what I'm saying? You gotta have personality to be on TV. You understand? And let me just say this. You have to have personality to be on YouTube. And some people need to understand the reason why they have to steal other folks' stuff is because they have no personality.
Yeah, that's true. No talent, no personality.
Because I know damn well I can hold a show all by myself and be laughing and cracking my own damn self up. I'm just saying. Mm-hmm. Well, Lola says she needs Tay Diggs. She could, but Sherry Shepherd has a problem with black men that she don't want to admit. I'm just saying.
Hell, I've been accused of having problems with black women. So shit, what you say?
Yeah, but she. And you're right, SC. You got to be a little bit of messy to be on Takeover for Wendy Williams.
But they're actually, from what they're saying, they're not trying to stay in that same vein. They just doing away with her show. And she's threatening to sue. She's fired her entire management team, and she said she's going to sue them.
Well, maybe if she has a contract. And when she wasn't able to meet her contractual obligations, I don't know what's stipulated in the contract, but she may have grounds to sue them, but it just depends, because even if Wendy's not there, her production company, which is responsible for her show, should have been able to make those decisions instead of other people coming and saying, we're going to replace, you with Sherry Shepherd, because both of them shaped like, a sponge.
We've been here 2 hours now.
I'm just saying, but both of them are shaped like a sponge. I'm just saying. And they just don't look right on television, neither one of them. And I wonder what kind of outfits they're going to put Sherry Shepherd in to have her walking out, greeting the whole crowd. That's going to be interesting.
Well, what's her name used to host a show when she would have it said?
Huh?
You talking about built like a sponge?
What are you talking about was heavy set? Because Oprah Winfrey had ass. I'm just saying.
Oprah?
Oprah had ass.
And Oprah had Oprah had them well, they ain't show her feet that much, but Oprah was heavy set.
Oh, Shermani, now you are too funny. Now, honestly, if she had him on there as a co-host, that show would be #1 on television. I guarantee that shit. That shit would be funny as hell. I'd tune into that to watch that disaster. I'm telling the truth right now. Yes, I
If
would. I
Ryan
would
Chandler,
tune in.
if Ryan Chandler come on anybody's TV, I'm gonna go to jail that day because I'm gonna go wherever that studio at, and I'm gonna stop by the gas station. I'm gonna get me a can of gas. I'm like, we just not gonna have this in Jesus' name.
Listen here.
I'm gonna rebuke the devourer.
I'm with Shermani on this one though. It would be #1 because Ryan Chandler says the stupidest, craziest shit, and you're gonna be cracking up laughing.
No, I mean, he just no. That made my damn head hurt right now. I'm not even gonna get that shit in my spirit before I go to bed.
Look,
I've been slapped the fire that nigga.
But he fits Wendy's audience though. That's Wendy's audience. Isn't that Wendy's audience? That's her audience. You know, that's her audience. Now, for the first week, I know me, I'd probably just be tuning in just so I could see what a disaster he was gonna be. But then after that, I couldn't watch because I can't watch nobody's show where everybody making them weird noises. People come out to greet the show and everybody's acting like they on the side of some beach and they done turn into an orca, making all them weird sounds and shit. I'd be like, I can't watch this shit.
Well, for those of you that have been here with us tonight.
But I'm just telling the truth. I'm just telling the truth. That's some weird shit. As a man, you're not gonna sit up. I'm not watching that shit. Just like I don't watch The View. I can't stand that shit. Every now and then I'll be like, okay, let me pass by if they talking about something that, if they're fighting and you want to go see the fight, every now and then I'll go watch the fight. But for most case, I'm not watching that shit.
Well, I feel you, brother. Well, you people that have come and supported us, we love you. Thank you, moderators. Thank you to our loyal subscribers and supporters, and even the people in the bushes that never click like or share nothing, but then they replay our shows while we live.
Well, Sharon, let me just say this. Only if RuPaul is going to dress up in drag every day, would that show be interesting? Because when he show up looking the way that he be looking in them suits and things, I'm not too sure that that's going to be okay for television. You
might be surprised.
Well, no, they might need to put that nigga in a poncho or something because he just never looked like. I'm just serious. He never looked like he's been fed. You understand what I'm saying? If they got an old black lady off to the corner in the cooking section gonna feed him every day and give him some
poncho.
beans.
You just said a damn poncho. You ain't say a damn like what's the guy the fashion guy that just died? Andre, what big.
Batali, whatever his name, Batali, I think, or Tally, Andre Tally.
Yeah, he used to walk around with them capes and shit on.
But that's what I'm saying. They'd have to
cover like a parachute,
but they would have to cover RuPaul up because he always looks like he's starving. I'm just saying, he just always looks like he's starving. And I'm telling you, in order to get dressed, he just looks horrible. Like Cammie Mitchell said, RuPaul in his suit is like the dehydrated Kevin Samuels.
Now,
I'm just saying.
Kevin Samuels might end up getting a TV deal because people like the way because unfortunately, the powers that be like to see a black man tearing down a black woman or vice versa. And they give him a platform to do it because it feeds into their agenda.
Well, I don't know. This is just some real interesting stuff. That's all I can say. And it seems like the powers that be are really shifting, even when it comes to television. Because there's so many things that's being done. Now, Darryl, this is something I was thinking about this week, and I need to ask people in the chat. I know you're ready to go, but this is another one of these things that's been kind of bothering me this week. Can I ask a question to the audience? Let me ask y'all a question. All right. The black community seems to have a very, very difficult time with the LGBTQIA community. And I have a very difficult question to ask you all here. How is it that you all are fine with Tyler Perry dressing up in drag and making all these damn Madea movies? Because he got a new movie coming out on Netflix.
It's out. It's out.
Yeah, he
today.
said he was going to hang this character up, but here this bitch come again too. And if you mad that I said bitch, it's a fictional character, so just go on about your business. Because Madea ain't a real person in the first damn place. But here she come with this whole character all over again. My thing is, it's mainly church women that support Tyler Perry. And these are the same people that got a problem with same gender loving people. And I just don't understand how the dichotomy and the double mindedness of these women who support Tyler Perry. On the one hand, y'all can't stand those same gender loving folks, but then on the other hand, you give millions of dollars to a man who dresses up in drag all the time. Is it just me? Am I the only one who thinks like this? I'm just asking a question. Oh, Ebony, I'm sorry if you asked me a question. Ask me again, DM me and ask me the question again and I'll answer it. But I just have a question about that. How is it that black people, black church women, can't stand LGBTQIA people, but you support Tyler Perry every 5 damn minutes? Am I the only person that sees the double-mindedness in this bullshit, or is it just me?
No, I know. You have an interesting observation, sir.
I was driving in the car this week thinking to myself, I was like, this is some bullshit. Or either you all are just picking and choosing who you just, you want to support him and make him a multi-gazillionaire by putting on a dress and makeup and a wig and some fake ass titties, and you fine with doing that when it's him. You understand what I'm saying? But it's like some weird shit. And I was just driving in my car this week going, that doesn't even really make any sense to me. Like, what's going on? Like, is nobody thinking about it?
Hey?
Oh, whatever. But Lynn, doesn't fictional characters have implications for real life? I'm just saying. The implications of this Madea character is actually is spilling
based
over
off
into
a real life person too.
is spilling over into real damn life. I'm just saying.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just saying. To me, it just seems like church folks are tremendously double-minded. And y'all spend all y'all money going to these plays and things. Oh, and then yes, Siobhan, of all the people for Tyler Perry to make fun of, he picks Mary J. Blige.
Yeah.
Which also says to me, Darryl, and this is for another show. Some of these men that are in that whole community, LGBTIQ, you know what I'm trying to say. Secretly, yeah. I think some of these brothers hate women.
Oh,
I think they hate women. Because why did he choose to go after Mary J. Blige? Why didn't he choose to dress up like Eminem or Ice or what's the other guy's name? The Chronic dude. Beats by Dre, Dr. Dre. Why didn't he dress up like Dr. Dre and do a character on Dr. Dre or Snoop Dogg? Why didn't he do that? Why did he choose to go after Mary J? Why did he choose to put on a glittery? There go that glitter shit again. I told you I got a revelation about that glitter and all this sparkly shit. I'm just saying. He done put on all this sparkly shit and there you go. I'm just saying. Somebody need to pay attention to the stuff I be saying. I'm just saying. But heavy is the head that wears the crown.
On that note, I'm going in the kitchen and eat my ice cream sandwich in peace.
Oh, Kim must be helping another student. What time is it? Almost 8, 9 o'clock. Well, I guess if you're single and you refuse to do anything else, you can spend all your time talking to a bunch of children who should be listening the first time you told them the shit. I'm just saying.
There you go. Siobhan said glitter boots. I'm done. I'm done with that.
But SC talking about his alter ego. I don't know. I don't understand. It's just weird stuff to me. Like when I think about it, it's just weird to me. Like, why do church people have such a fascination with this dude, but then turn around and hate on the LGBTQIA people? I don't get it. Because them same women that go spend money to watch him parade around in that dress and shoot the fake gun and talk all crazy, them same women in church, if their son or their brother or somebody else came in there and told them they were same gender loving, them bitches would fall out in the floor and be talking about they need to go see the pastor so he can lay hands on them and cast the devil out of them.
Okay.
I'm just saying. That's for another week. I'm just saying. Y'all have a
Yeah.
good night. That's all I'm saying.
Love.
This is just shit I think about. I want to do a whole show sometime about the stuff I think about because folks is crazy. I'm just saying. Wait a minute. I think that when Tyler Perry emerged, it wasn't viewed like drag. How the hell not? He's in full drag. But LGBTQ is same gender loving. But back in the day, TP got busted creeping by Charlemagne before he was famous. But see, that's what I'm saying, Lola. It's all double.
Well, hell, never mind. I ain't gonna go down that road with Charlemagne because this story's out there about him.
Well, you know, I don't like Charlemagne the God anyway. All of this is hypocritical. The choir is full of it. Well, Angela, my thing is just I don't understand how church women can just support Tyler Perry with reckless abandon. We need that show about the glitter revelation. They put me off the internet. And then folks will be labeling me, talking about I'm homophobic and all that other kind of stuff. But no, I just ask questions, and I think I have a right to ask questions. And you know, anybody who knows me, you know, I love everybody, so I just ask a lot of questions.
Yeah.
And somebody said, Siobhan says, I just watched it. I love it. I fine with them. Be who you want. Oh, I'm fine with them. That's what you meant. Okay, well, yeah, Sharon, I agree. Be who you want. I'm with that. But I'm just talking about church folk. That was my contention there. Because I'm just like, I'm confused by church folks. Because on the one hand, they support him, but hate everybody else. It's kind of weird to me. But anyway, it's been nice. Y'all make sure y'all hit the like button. Shout out to the 125-26 of you watching us live continuously right now. We really do appreciate it. If you haven't subscribed to the Cigar Vlogger, please make sure you do so. Also, we are trying to continue to raise money for a legal situation that we are pressing on with. When I get to the halfway point, I will be notifying you of that. That information is on your screen, and you can handle yourself and govern yourselves accordingly. And I'm going to leave it there. When we get to the halfway point of stage number 1, I will let y'all know. But we got stage number 1. We got 2 stages to go through. Stage number 1 and stage number 2. Stage number 2 costs more than stage number 1, but we're going to get through stage number 1 first so that we can get the ball rolling. Okay. Mm-hmm. And that's all I'm going to say is that regard. I love and appreciate y'all. Thank y'all so much for supporting. Let me see your transcripts, Roxanne, Darryl Moore, and as well as myself. And that's all I got to say. Peace.
And we out. Bye.
You've been listening to Friday Nights with the A-Team. Please remember to visit us online at ateamtv.com. Share the show with a friend. And for God's sake, stay out of Nutville. And keep your breadbasket safe. The A-Team Friday Night Live is a production of the A-Team Television Network.